Guys, we got a fish on. We got a fish on. Let's back him up. What is up, YouTube? It is the Bill Outdoors here. Today is Tuesday, May 12th of 2020. I am here at the delayed harvest section of one of my local creeks. And I'm gonna be doing a little bit of fishing for pretty much anything that bites today. I got both my fly rod here with me, and I also have my spinning rod as well, and we're just trying to get on anything that bites today. I see a little bit of fish underneath this bridge. I think there's some trout in the mix, so we're gonna see if we can get on a quick bite. There's also some sunfish that might be some good practice for my fly rod, because I haven't had a whole lot of practice with this thing. That was all full cast, but you know, we'll let that sink down there. Oh, I thought he just went for the fly, that little sunfish. Let's get back in there and see if he goes for it again. You can't really see the fly that well, so that's just one slight problem. I would be throwing an indicator, but this water is crystal clear. I don't want to spook any fish. I'm trying to get a little sidearm cast going because I don't have a whole lot of casting room around here. Well, there is a brown trout down there. If I throw to my left or my right, I'm pretty much going to end up in a tree either way. So I actually just added 2 split shots onto my line. I'm hoping that's going to get me the depth I need to get down to these fish faster. It's also going to be a little bit more wild to cast with, but my fly is getting down much deeper. Oh guys, that was frustrating. I just switched to a little pink wormy thing here, and I just had a brown trout look right at it and then look right away. My split shot isn't staying in one spot, so I think I gotta clinch that down some more. If we're gonna get on these fish, we need our gear doing what it's supposed to be doing. I think another problem is my leader's not tapered exactly the way I want it to. I want to be thinner at the hook, but I also don't want to tie a new leader. I'm pretty sure there's something for that, but I don't have it on me. I am still a beginner fly fisherman, so I don't have all the gear in the book yet, which would help, but you know, it is what it is. I got a little smallmouth looking at it right now, and he turned away. Great. Just what I wanted. That's exactly the results we're looking for. Oh, trout tying it up. He did a double take, dude. That trout did a double take, man. I'm definitely getting more interest in this than I was the other thing. I can get this sunfish to eat it right here. Well, he's going up for it. He's going up for it and dodged. Nice, man. All right, guys, these fish are really finicky right now, so I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give it one more cast, and then I'm probably gonna move holes and see if I can get any bites out of there. And if not, then worst case scenario, we're just gonna retie our leader and get back to fishing. All right, guys, the struggle has been real. I just broke off my little pink worm on something. It was probably a rock. This line's so thin, it's kind of hard to work with. Probably should have went heavier line for just beginning, but instead I went for the 4 weight with lighter line instead of the 5 weight. So now I gotta retie, and I'm probably gonna throw, not sure what to throw. I don't know if they want this. This might be a little big, but we might as well give it a shot. Alright guys, let's try this again. I got another pink little worm tied on. And it just went flying off. Good thing I got it back. I just can't tie anything with this light line. Let's try again. Guys, we got a fish on. We got a fish on. Let's back him up. It's a trout. Let's back him up here. I don't have a net yet, so it's gonna be a bit tricky to land this sucker. All right, come here, dude. Come here. Don't get tangled in the line. All right, buddy. Come here. Yes. There we go, guys. Brown trout on the fly. Second fish ever on the fly. Or it's not second fish ever. Second trout ever on the fly rod, dude. Let's get it, boys. He inhaled that. Look at that. You can't even see that. That is gone. I'm gonna have to totally use the pliers for this guy. He sucked it down so good. Oh my god. I got this fish up on the bank and get the pliers out. I don't want to break my line. Oh my god. I got this fish up on the bank and get the pliers out. I don't want to break my line. Alright, we're gonna go for the release of this fish. He was hooked pretty good. So we're gonna have to see how he swims off. Gonna have to give him some time to Alright. See if he swims off. He was hooked pretty good, so he's gonna need some time to. Oh, there he goes. Whew. Catch and release, boys. That's how we do it. Nice brown trout on the fly. That was not the prettiest fight you'll ever see, but second trout on the fly for me, so I'm pretty stoked about that. That was crazy. Now my fly rod's a mess, as you can see. Probably didn't fight that fish too good, but that's crazy. Awesome, dude. Let's get it. All right, guys, so I guess retying that leader is all it took. I knew it was looking a little thick there at the end. I probably had my split shot a little too close to my lure right now, but somehow it worked out for us and we were able to catch that trout. So I'm super stoked about that. I'm gonna fish this hole a little bit more because I think there's still some fish in there, and then we'll go back to targeting those fish that were under that bridge. All right, guys, I just had to cross the creek to get my fly back, and I spooked a whole bunch of fish in the process. Completely ruined the hole, so we're gonna go back and head back towards the car. We're not leaving quite yet. We're just gonna fish that way. All right, guys, there's people fishing at the bridge, so currently I am on top of a log and there are trout underneath of me. Is this a bad idea? Probably. Will it work? Maybe. But you don't know until you try. Sitting right in front of a sucker's face right now. That is a Mondo rainbow trout, dude. If we even make contact with that fish, it might break us off. Looks like it's got a fly stuck to his side too. Don't know what those guys are using for bait up at the bridge, but I think I just saw them pull out a bucket. So if there's bait in that bucket, they could be written up for something by the game wardens, because it's only artificial lures only here at the delayed harvest. All right, guys, as I'm walking to the next spot, that trout I caught earlier is not the only trout you'll see in this video. This trout right here, we got a fish. Let's go. It's a trout too. Well, let's get our line out of the tree. Gosh, that fish came out of nowhere. Whew. It's a little guy, but geez, he smacked that thing. Holy cow. All right, well, let's get a picture and get him unhooked. All right, guys, we got a rainbow trout unhooked right here. Now we're gonna go in for a little release. There he goes. Let's get the oxygen back in his gills a little bit. I'm sure he wasn't expecting a hook in his mouth today. There he goes. downstream off into the water. That is actually a clip from a fishing session a few days ago. I think it was May 7th, I believe, where I went out to the French Creek and tried to do some trout fishing. The day didn't work out all that well, but we still caught one. So I thought I'd share that clip with you guys. And now let's get back to catching them today here at the delayed harvest. All right guys, we got our second fish of the day coming up right here. Not a trout, but it is a little smallmouth that choked our little Meps Aglia spinner right there. So the spinning rod got the skunk off for the day. We already caught one on the fly rod. Now the spinning rod got its turn to get the skunk away. He didn't get it that good, but he's got it in an awkward spot. There he goes. So there's our little smallmouth right there. Not the biggest one you'll see. Send him back. So that came on the little Meps Aglia 0 brown trout color right there. Alright guys, those guys are still hogging up the bridge, so I'm gonna move up back to where I caught that first fish and see what I can do. For the record, those guys are using worms, by the way, which is illegal here at the delayed harvest section. It's strictly artificial only, like I emphasized earlier. So game warden was here. They'd be pretty unhappy right now, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that. All right guys, before I run out of memory on my SD card, I want to give you guys a big thank you, especially to you guys, the subscribers, for 150 subscribers. We just hit that yesterday, which would be what, last Monday by the time this video is uploaded. So I just want to give you guys a big thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the videos I make. We ended up catching so far 1 brown trout and 1 smallmouth bass today, plus that 1 rainbow trout from a while back that didn't get included in one of my videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Did something a little different. Tried the fly rod out and tested it for some stock trout. We managed to catch 1 after some trial and error, but it worked. I was pretty stoked about getting that fish. That was my second ever trout on the fly rod, and we'll continue to get some more. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for more trout fishing videos and every other fish out there. We're gonna be catching them all this summer, so stay tuned. I'll see you next time.